because of thawing permafrost, and its DNA is sampled in a laboratory, sometimes the entire genome is not sampleable because of the decay of time. Similarly, the entire song, You Smell, is tragically unavailable at this time, but careful excavation has retained the following vital fragments that allow us to peer into the mind of a 15 or 14-year-old adolescent riot nerd. I will present these now with commentary as the song unfolds.
Riot nerd!
I've been thinking about you a lot lately. Here Nerd talks about the rationalism inherent in the family where he grew up. Certainly it was prized more than any other form of expression. And you know what I think? He also has obviously used the 1-4-5 chord progression here, which paradoxically is at the same time very reasonable, but it's not particularly intellectual. And the tension between these two poles, I think, enriches this particular line. I've been thinking about you a lot lately. Again, repeating to emphasize the rationalism that was prized above all else in his home. And you know what? You stink. Nerd's apocrine gland production had been escalating quite sharply at this point, and it is clear that he had some discomfort about the changing smells of his body as part of, some might say in retrospect, quite normal psychosexual development. Your dad been working hard lately. Clearly this is a commentary on Sichler's, Nerd's father's workaholism, which was a very important factor in terms of the family dynamics in the home. Bringing home the bread. It should be noted that Nerd's father never actually did any grocery shopping, nor did he bake bread. These were the roles assigned to his mother. Therefore, it is fairly clear that this bringing home the bread line refers metaphorically to money, but also points to the tension inherent in the patriarchal organization of his family structure. Dad been working hard lately, again emphasizing the degree of work and the prized nature of work in the home. And so hard that he is dead. Obviously, this is a thinly veiled expression of Nerd's death wish towards his father, which was inherited by his father's own inability to deal with his own death wish toward his father. This is an urge that Nerd was able to successfully work through in a therapy session 2 weeks before his 33rd birthday. Oops. You smell. Clearly, some discomfort with his own smell is likely projected onto the listener or the audience member. There's the school bell. Here he presents an echo of his own father's workaholism in his own scholastic context. Time to go home, gotta give the dog a bone. Careful research on his family and the members of it has revealed that there actually was no bone or no dog in the family. This could be a reference to masturbation, which evidence from his journals reveals that Nerd was engaging in quite vigorously and frequently at the time that this song was written. No time to chat, gotta feed the cat. Again, careful analysis reveals that there not only was no dog, but there was also no cat in the family. Gotta run. Nerd was known to run cross-country races as a means of exercise in an attempt to meet girls. Not particularly successful. It also increased and amplified his smell, according to all reports. Gotta run, gotta move my buns. Here, ending on the E minor, it brings a somber note to this otherwise light-hearted song, which is nevertheless infused with the tension in his adolescent home, and also conveys the urgency of a youthful life burning, as well as also referring to his adolescent preoccupation with buttocks. Thank you very much for listening to this presentation. I trust that it has been enlightening for you.
Riot nerd.
I just thought of doing that tonight, actually. It's worked out pretty well, I think. Right?